government.
Including what was allegedly looted?
The PDP, let me address this corruption toga the people keep giving to PDP. PDP as a political party did not send anybody to go and steal money. Let's get that right. PDP as a political party, up to today, the party has not come out to defend anyone. The only thing we have issues with are the processes of prosecution. Nothing else. PDP has not said, oh, don't take this person to court. So let's get it completely clear. PDP as a party, you want to talk about the Desiani, whoever you want to mention, none of them will tell you that PDP sent us to go and steal. Because it was the same PDP that had the Konjo Iweala. You can look what is going on with her all over the world. It was the same PDP that had Femi Adesina. Do you understand what I'm saying? Myself, Adesina, the former agricultural minister. It was the same PDP that had these people. So if people steal, PDP created the EFCC, the ICPC. So we were creating institutions that would checkmate corruption. What has this government done? As I'm shouting for two years and telling us, once there's an issue, a national issue that tells on their incapacity to rule, they bring up one corruption charge against the PDP.
So what you're saying, in essence, is that we will claim credit for whatever it was that these ministers or officials under the PDP government did right, but whatever it was that they did wrong,
let the law take its course.
No, let them take liability for it.
The law.
We will not take liability for it. Even if it happened right under your watch and you could have stopped it.
I could have stopped it.
I mean, the PDP could have stopped it. That's what I meant, not you personally.
I think what we're trying to do is to drive around this. The issue is, as of today, the PDP, even as opposition, has not come out one day to defend anybody accused of corruption. That is very important for Nigerians to know. The party does not encourage anyone to go soil their hands. We support the anti-corruption fight.
No, but the question is, what precisely happened that amount, from what we hear, some people are, amazed at the kind of figures that they are hearing.
What amount?
Something in the realm of $50 billion, for instance, dollars, for instance. Isn't that humongous?
The richest man.
You laugh at that.
Yes, I'm laughing because it is ridiculous.
We also remember that it was under the administration of the PDP that former CBN governor cried out that $20 billion wasn't accounted for.
Now, let's address
what did he get for
let's address that issue of Emir Sanusi Lamido, because information is power. Actually, let's assume you have an accountant in your office, someone in charge of your finances, and then the person comes to you. You're a multinational company. The person comes to you and tells you today that $49 billion was missing. And then you set machinery in motion to get to the root of it. The person comes in after 2 weeks and tells you, oh, it is 12 billion. You understand? You say, okay, maybe errors. And then after like a while, he comes back and says it's 20 billion. Wouldn't you sack him? That was what happened.
But was there
there was no consistency in the claim.
In fact, the investigation which was conducted by the Senate as a result of that, at the end of the day, where did it lead to? What did it lead to?
What did the Senate say?
Was anybody fired?
What was the verdict of the Senate?
We should ask you, what was the verdict of the Senate that was under a PDP government?
They didn't find. The Senate was under a PDP government, but all the senators were not PDP members. So there were APC members.
The senator, interestingly in that matter, is currently the national caretaker chairman of the PDP.
The membership of the committee that actually probed that, were they composed of only PDP members? Why didn't other people raise?
So it is interesting at the end of the day. Now we've come full circle, and we're under another government, and we now hear that this same minister who was probed, and her ministry probed, where they found absolutely nothing. There was nothing wrong. All of a sudden, you are saying that if there are any allegations against her, we did not send her. So you can claim the credit, for whatever it was that she did right, but you would not claim the liability. I said
if there were allegations, or if there are allegations.
There are allegations.
From who?
There are allegations
then let them
against her from not just from this particular government, but also internationally. The UK government is investigating her. The US government is investigating her. And you don't think that this is grievous enough?
I deal with facts. That's actually what I want.
You're not aware of the investigations?
I'm aware of investigation of Kola Aluko and what have you, which links to Desiani about taking bribes or whatever it is. What I want to hear is, let this government, they've been in power for 2 years. Let them come out and say, this is what we found missing in NNPC accounts.
So how are you
This is what we found missing in Ministry of Petroleum's account. Don't see, because when we keep dwelling on this issue, the international community laughs at us. Let's bring facts. Dejani, for 2 years, you've been in power. All those monies you said she stole that Emir Sanusi accused her of, you've been in power. Bring the books out.
Stole? I don't think that Emir Sanusi said she stole any money.
She said some money were not remitted.
That some monies were not accounted
for. So for 2 years now, why don't we have a report on that?
So now, looking at that history, coming from that history, how do you think that the PDP is going to be able to, because you also admit that that's going to be a problem for the PDP in terms of shedding this alleged toga of corruption. How do you think that you're going to be presenting yourself to the people that, you know, we indeed are a clean people, and we're here to ensure that, you know, this corruption, you know, doesn't come back to haunt us? The
issue is, as of today, the PDP doesn't even need to sweat itself a lot. This government has failed. There's no, by every indices, they've failed. Everything you want to look at. They can't even conduct elections. Local government, they can't even conduct free, fair elections. We conducted a presidential election that brought them to power. They can't conduct common local government election. Look at what happened in Lagos a few weeks ago. People are still in court. So
what happened in Lagos a few weeks ago that doesn't happen in any state, whether PDP or APC?
So are you saying we should encourage that?
It has been happening since the years of the PDP. I do not remember any year under the PDP where a state governor conducted an election. I mean, you tell me one where an opposition party won one local government.
Should I give you an example?
Please do.
Under the PDP, Adams Oshiomhole became governor of Edo State.
No, you're talking about governorship elections. I'm talking about local government elections. Because you just said, look at what happened in Lagos State with the conduct of local government elections. I want one governor of one state under the PDP, you know, because you say that you did differently, that one local government went to the opposition party.
I think there are several. I will get that. I think there are several,
but you can't remember one
I can't, and it is wrong for us to encourage this attitude.
In a wrap-up now, quickly, what would you be telling Nigerians as you look forward to 2019?
Like I said, the PDP doesn't really need to sweat itself. You understand? Nigerians can look at the qualities of their lives today and compare it to what it was under 16 years of the PDP. You don't need too much campaign in 2019. Because this is not a party, this is not a government. A party in power that can't even organize a convention for 2 years. What are we even going to be? There's not going to be opposition for the PDP in 2019. That's the truth. In fact, when I was coming, I thought you were going to bring someone from the government to let's have a debate. I want to ask them questions. I want to bring facts to the tables. What did you meet on ground? What have you improved on? There is no project that has been started by this government that has been finished in 2 years. And when people say 2019 elections, it's actually February 2019. Okay. So we have only next year for governance.
It's a fine place to leave it. Nwazuru Shield, thank you so much for coming on Sunrise Daily. I know that if we let you, you'll definitely go on. But that's where we'll have to leave it for now. Thank you. Nwazuru Shield is a team lead of the PDP Good Governance Group. Sunrise Daily will continue in just a moment. Please stay with us.